Hey friends, this is Waylon, and going to get a little light in here. Should be a little better. And I wanted to talk about anti-Semitism this week. It's been in the news, kind of awfully and also thankfully. I feel as someone who is half Jewish, like my own friends and community have never acknowledged or rarely acknowledged, at least on social media, that anti-Semitism is sadly, horrifically alive and a real thing. So, the positive side of it being in the news with Kanye and Elon and Trump and what's his name, the white nationalist, Holocaust denier, Fuentes, and Alex Jones of InfoWars, etc., is that people are realizing it is real, or re-realizing. It should be obvious. There is sexism, there is racism of many kinds, there is othering any group, transphobia, anti-immigrant, and sexism, and there is anti-Semitism. And while it may not be as obvious as when insults were hurled, like "how do you kiss with that Jewish nose" and "you're a Christ killer" and all that, it becomes part of the ugly, hateful makeup of human society. The good news is that from a Buddhist point of view, we don't actually have to be hateful. We don't actually have to be prejudiced. We can dissolve our hate, which is born of ignorance, by bringing sunshine, education, empathy, heart connection, getting to know people like Daryl Davis does with the KKK. And I've written about that on Elephant Journal. So I hope this is a reminder for at least another 10, 20 years that it's important to remember the Holocaust. It's important not to excuse any one of the many varieties of hate. And I wanted to end by just reading what I had just written on about this. Prejudice is complicated. Anti-Semitism is real, and yet there are different layers of privilege and racism and sexism and homophobia and many more virulent forms of othering, ignorant hate. Prejudice is simple. We dissolve it when we open our minds and hearts. That's how we know it isn't true. It can only survive in the clouds of that ignorance and hate. I'm half Jewish. Whenever I post about anti-Semitism on Facebook over the past years, my own friends and community have dismissed my personal concerns. Whatever, you're white, they say. My response is in some more depth, is in the comments, the caption. And so prejudice is complicated. It shows up in many different forms. There's many different layers of privilege mixed up in that. Like, I am white passing. I am half white. I have privilege. I have certain safety, and things are easier for me. And in other ways, I am not white. I am half Jewish, and all that comes with that. And certainly for my grandparents, as I write about in the article in the comments, it was so real and so big, it informed their whole worldview. For me, not so much. Things are better. But while prejudice is complicated, prejudice is also simple. We dissolve it when we open our minds and hearts. That's how we know it isn't true. It can only survive in the clouds of that ignorance and hate. So I hope anyone who sees this on my renewed YouTube channel, we're leaving our huge Elephant Journal channel because Google didn't allow us to monetize it. So we kind of killed it over the last 5 years. So please subscribe, please like, please share. And if that happens even a bit, I will continue to do these videos. My staff will continue to put time into the videos and the podcast, and we will grow this community here. So if you comment, I will reply. Hello. And our mission here is to just spread good old education, kindness, good conversations with amazing people. Big love to all of you. Have a wonderful day.